Year, Lupin became one of my favorite anime to watch. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of episodic anime because half the stuff you see is a self-contained story. So even if episode 1 and 2 are connected, 3 and 4 are their own universe, even though it's within the same universe. But with Lupin, it fits perfectly. The stories do lead up to a big overarching theme, because location and time period matters a lot to the overall plot. In part 5, they were in France, and they were talking about how technology impacts security and the spread of information. So now, even stuff like information, your passwords, all that stuff is just as important as regular stuff you could steal. It's treasure. And of course, in part 4, which I've been watching recently and I'm almost done, have like 4 episodes left to go, we talk about how anything can be a treasure, whether the nation or individual decides it. So anything from a car, a painting, a souvenir, even a hand-me-down, it's treasure. Lupin is a fun watch because you can watch any parts you want while feeling like you have to watch the previous parts to understand the history of the characters. Because the way it works, there's Lupin the comic book, and then there's Lupin the anime. Yes, it's the same characters, but they're different. Apparently, in the comic, Lupin's a ladies' man. He gets girls, but in the anime, he has female friends, and girls do like him, but it's not like showing, yes, Lupin, these girls, they're a thing, an item. Also, in the comic, apparently, him and Fujiko, in some instances, they are like a married couple or they're exes. But in the anime, it's more ambiguous. It's like sometimes they act like they are exes, sometimes they're just people that fool around. It just depends on, I guess, the setting. But of course, I always knew that Lupin was a thing, but never checked it out until 2 years ago and made a video about it talking about Lupin the III Part 5. So obviously, everyone has seen at least 1 or 2 Lupin gifts in their life, or you at least know the name. And the reason why I felt obligated to make this video is really simple. It's an amazing series. I think everyone should give it a chance, and the theme song is so iconic. Once I hear it, it's stuck in my head. Recently, I think like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I watched the movie. It was sensational and it reminded me why I love this franchise so much. Lupin just reminds me what I love about anime. It's a good time. You're seeing a story in action. How can you hate on that? Now, obviously, I can understand some people saying they don't want to watch Lupin because what's the point? It's just a man being a thief. No, Lupin's about the world's greatest thief and his misadventures with his friends. Because the funny thing is, the cast that Lupin hangs around, they're like frenemies. In some instances, they're friends. Half the time, they're enemies or just partners, allies, whatever you want to say. They're not always the best of friends. They barely know stuff about each other, but they work well together. They have chemistry. And that's what makes Lupin so interesting. It really shows you how the lines can be blurred. Because if you look at it, Zingata acts like he hates Lupin, but it's a mixed bag. He does care about Lupin because for him, that's his greatest chase. Arresting Lupin and put him in jail. But he also realizes that once he does that, he's not going to find a worthy opponent for a long time. So they have this interesting friendly rivalry where it's like Lupin sees Zingata and he's like, hey, Inspector Zingata. But every time he sees him, he just calls him Pops. And what's interesting, it's like Zingata knows Lupin so well that he can figure out if someone's pretending to be Lupin, and he can figure out what something Lupin would or would not do. So what I find interesting about this series is one of those things I feel like once you start watching it, everything just all adds up. And like I said, it being episodic fits it because usually each part of Lupin takes place in a certain area. Part 4 is Italy, part 5 is France. I have not seen the previous parts, but we go along with the theme. It basically takes place in whatever time period Lupin comes out. So part 4 is like 2015, 2014. And then I'm pretty sure part 5 is like 2018/19. Because once again, they have hacking, all this cool stuff, and how if you want to catch Lupin, all you gotta do is just live stream where he's at, or take a picture where he's at, and boom. The police and then Gata can easily figure out where Lupin is and his next move. That's what makes it so interesting. It's like the setting and time period really changes the experience. And there's only a few shows that actually do that. Now obviously, there's so many great anime out here to watch, so many ones you can peep, but something about Lupin, it just hits. I've been taking my time with it because that's how much I like it. It's kind of like your favorite meal. You want to savor every last bite. You can obviously rush through it. You can always make it again, but something about that experience It's one of a kind. It's unique. And it's been helping me get through quarantine because, it's like routine. But with Lupin, you just never know what the next misadventure is. And I do like how it always starts off where it's like Lupin, monologuing, hey, I'm Lupin, and, he has some clever thing. Because I believe in part 4, he was saying, what do great artists and great thieves have in common? They know how to steal your soul. That's pretty cool. And about Lupin's character, he's just goofy. He's goofy, he seems like he's not paying attention, but Lupin pays a lot of attention to his surroundings. He just acts like this, I want to not say scatterbrained, but he kind of reminds me of scatterbrained with a really good attention to detail. I like about Lupin, he's consistent. What I love about Lupin, he loves being a thief and has no plans of stopping. And even though a lot of times he doesn't have to help out some of the antagonists or the people that hate him for being a thief and the stuff he's done, he still finds a way to help them while staying within character. Because I find it interesting about Lupin, once again, it's all about lines and where's the lines blur. On one part, you can say Lupin, he's a bad guy. But on the other part, he's just an anti-hero. He's doing what he wants to do. Not a lot of people say they're doing that. So, I want to know about y'all. When y'all hear the word Lupin, how do you feel about it? Is it a series that you're fond of, you're interested in? Or is it a series like you know it exists, but you have no intentions of watching? That's all I'd like to know. Tell me your thoughts about it in the comments below. Because that opening always hits the spot. I barely skip it. And the outros make me feel nostalgic. They really fit the theme of the location. That's what I like about it so much. But hey, thank you, Lupin, for giving me a once-a-lifetime experience. I know I've been gone for a while, but I can pretty much explain it all. Adult life is weird, bro. It's like you have responsibilities and you have a lot of time. You have to manage it down to the T so you get the most out of every day. But some days aren't optimal. And I really thought about what I want to do with my channel, and I figured it out. I just want to make videos like this where I'm just, chilling, giving you my experience on the show, and we just have a great discussion about it and just see where we go from there. Because I realized, yes, editing can be a hassle, but the whole point of why I like watching YouTube videos, podcasts, anime, music videos, it's the experience. And if the experience is good, I want to share it with others. That's why I made this channel, to do that. Share my experiences with anime and the stuff I love, so we can just have good conversations and see, even though we don't fully agree with something or we don't understand something, doesn't mean we can't enjoy it. If that makes any sense. So if you want to support me and my channel, it's really simple. I don't want to monetize any videos. Just check out my Patreon if you want to support me. Amazing. If you don't, share the link. Every bit helps because my channel is my passion project, it's my baby. I want to give my best every single time, so that's why a lot of times it's not that I don't want to upload, it's just life happens. But hey, that's all the stuff I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching. If there's some anime this season you want me to cover and want to know what I'm watching this season, how's the season stacking up, let me know in the comments below and I got you. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because according to my analytics, 98% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. It's crazy, but hey, I see y'all also really enjoying some of the past videos, so I got y'all. So tell me the kind of videos you want to see from me, topics, all that in the comment section below, and I'll do my best. If you want to reach me financially, thank you all for supporting my channel, especially all new subscribers. Check out the old videos. Let me know your thoughts about your favorite video from me, what videos surprised you and how it played out, all that good stuff. So look, subscribe if you're new, share the videos you enjoy from me, join my Discord, support my Patreon or Coffee, whichever one suits your needs. Every bit helps. And do apologize for going away for so long, but I needed that break to recharge and think about my next direction. I do want to have a bigger channel, but baby steps. And once again, I've been trying to catch up on my anime backlog, make some progress, but still baby steps. So hey, I could really say so much more, but my career needs me.